Hey, it's Courier Girl, and it is time for another job search video. Today, because of subscriber request, I'm doing Tampa, Florida, but I also am going to do St. Petersburg because they're so close together and the markets really do kind of overlap. So let's just get right into it. We have a map here of Tampa, and you can see surrounding areas. We're going to do Tampa and St. Pete, but we're not going to do Brandon or Palm Harbor or any of those other things. Lakeland's not too far out, so that might be another one if you're in the area that you can run back and forth between the two. And if we zoom out a little bit, there are probably runs going between Tampa and Orlando, Tampa and Spring Hill, all over the Florida area from the Tampa area. So if you're anywhere in Florida and you want to run into and out of Tampa, this would be a good video to watch, even if you're not in the actual area or the main area. So let's start with Tampa. I have Courier Service Tampa, Florida already up here. And we're going to go right down here to view all and just see what we can find. So there's a lot of them in this main Tampa area. Yeah, pretty many to choose from. And we're probably going to see a lot of overlap when we go to St. Petersburg, but that's okay. It'll just show you how everything's integrated. So Blue Street Couriers, we'll check them out first. They have a website, so we're going to check the website. And local service and nationwide service. Now, let me tell you about local versus nationwide. Sometimes courier companies are mainly local, and they do have trucks that go nationwide, or cars, or couriers. A lot of times they will contract with a nationwide courier service. So they will hand it off to another company if you have to have something out of their service area. It's kind of like when you get a UPS package, but it comes in the mail. UPS, FedEx, all of those companies have agreements with the post office to do what's called last mile delivery. They actually deliver it to the consumer. So the UPS or FedEx truck will go to the post office hub, drop off a truckload of stuff, and the post office will deliver it from there, but you're still using the UPS service. So courier companies do the same thing. All right, let's check out their service area. So quite a bit: Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and then nationwide, probably to the other places. So here are all the cities that they are in. So if you are in any of these cities, and that's why it's good to watch these videos, even if it's not your city, because we find companies like these that might be in your city, that are in different areas, that you might be more interested in. And then you can, what if you want to run all up and down the East Coast, the southern states, East Coast? You could be in any of these places and, get work going back and forth or within that local city or whatever. So that's something to think about. Let's go back to their home page. Deliver for us. Here's our service area again on their homepage. So just looking down to the bottom, and then let's go to deliver for us. And remember, the delivery or the be a driver section is often down at the bottom of the page because their main focus is getting business. It's not getting drivers. So independent contractor, owner, operators. Let's see. They want you to have a commercial policy. And they tell you what the limits are, and you can talk to your insurance company about that. A commercial policy can be probably through your regular insurance company. It does cost more than a regular policy, but that's their requirement. Let's see. And they do small vehicles under 10,000 pounds. It's probably going to be like a small van or even a regular van and a car and all that kind of stuff. And this would be like box trucks probably, and this would be like bigger trucks. Yeah, 40,000 pounds and higher. That's like a big semi. Let's see. And this is an agent if you have drivers working for them. So this is something that a lot of people do when they get bigger. They'll start out driving themselves, and then they'll become a quote courier company that only works for other courier companies. Like, you don't have direct contracts. And I probably should, I'm going to make a note that I need to make a video about that. Hang on a minute. When I'm doing these videos, I'm always coming up with ideas for other videos, so I decided I better have a notebook nearby so I can write notes, so I can share with you everything that I want to share with you, right? Okay, no violations on the past 3 years. I don't know if that means a ticket or not. You could ask them. Let's see. And here's how you get a hold of them. And see, this just says an insurance policy. Up above, it said commercial. But if your regular insurance policy has this, they might accept that. In fact, I might just get a regular insurance policy, make sure it has these minimums, turn it in, and see what they say. And if you don't have it, then just put no, but you'll get it, because they just want to know that you're going to have it. Now, cargo insurance policy. Those can be super expensive, and many companies will provide that for you and then just charge you. And you might be like, why are you charging me, so much a month or so much a week or so much a pay period for cargo insurance? That's not fair. Well, a cargo insurance policy, I looked into it a while ago and it was super expensive. So if my company can carry cargo insurance and spread the cost out among all of its drivers, it's cheaper for everyone than getting it yourself. And I don't know what the costs or the rules are in Florida, but that's something to look into. And this is also something that I haven't seen before. Like, it's okay if they want you to carry all those insurances, that's fine. Then they need to pay more in order, because that's cost of business. So they need to pay a little bit more for that. Local business license, you can put yes or no. That's if you're a sole proprietor versus a company. And you can just say no for now. They want you to be an LLC. They want you to have an EIN. So if you put no, I plan to get one, and those are free to get, but setting up an actual business in a state may cost you some money. Do you have a document scanner? Most printers come with a scanner. If you don't have a scanner, those are cheap. You can get a printer/scanner for under $50. Let's see. You want to make sure you have internet. What's your availability? When can you start? Have you done worked professionally before? What do you have? How did you hear about us? This is 70 pounds. For me, that would be a deal breaker because I can't lift that much. Felony, misdemeanor, criminal charges. Upload your advertisement. I guess it's kind of like a resume, but it's kind of also like a piece of paper that says, hey, this is why we're wonderful and you should choose us. And then comments. So they have a lot more requirements than a lot of other companies. Oh, and here's their phone number, and let's go to contact. They don't have an email, but they do have a phone number and they do have this form. So they have a lot of requirements that I haven't seen in other companies before. So for me, because of all these requirements, they may not be my first choice. However, keep in mind that couriers are in large demand. As just a test, I had a friend put out feelers in different cities, and we got so many responses back. People are desperate for couriers, and so they tend to be a little bit more negotiable right now, and they tend to be a little bit more relaxed on the requirements. Not that that is an excuse for you to not have a great work ethic, but whereas before they might have said we want 5 years of experience, now they're like, oh, you can drive and you have a vehicle and you're going to show up. Oh, that's great. That's perfect. So right now it is a job seekers market. So some of these companies, some may not care, some may be really picky, some may be not so picky. So it's easier to get in if you're new. So let's go on to the next one. For me, those requirements were a little bit much. All right. AmPM. Oh, how cute. AmPM, courier service. At first, I'm like, AmPM, or whatever. Didn't make sense. But then I read it, AmPM. Okay, this is a very basic website. Here's their phone number. Here's their email. Air services, ground services. Healthcare. So they do like medical stuff, legal, warehousing, distribution, fulfillment. So they do all sorts of different things. And it does not look like they have anything about drivers. And it's a one-page website. So this is something that probably they made just to have a web presence. I would just call them and see what they have available. Crosstown couriers. Let's see, medical and pharmaceuticals, technology. Here's a drive with us link, but let's go ahead and look right now. Across Tampa Bay and the state of Florida. Technology probably means, oh, we have a phone app for scanning boxes. So not that exciting. Medical and pharmaceuticals. Let's see, direct long distance, that would be to another city. Routed delivery service would mean you do the same route every day. The affiliates mean that these are other companies that they work with. So they're probably a smaller company that's working with other larger companies. Okay, so let's go back up to here, drive with us. Let's get rid of this. Independent contract drivers who understand the importance of excellent customer service and are honest, reliable. All right, that's us, right? And it doesn't really say, there's like no form or anything. It just says, if you think this is you, oh, fill out the form below, duh. So here's the form below. All right, so here's all this. And you can also call them or you can email them. You know I'm about calling, but you could also email or fill out that form. So that's somebody to look into. Metro Courier Service. Let's see. Areas of service. Let's just go ahead and look at that real quick. Fort Myers, Orlando, Sarasota, Tampa. So then all of the like little suburbs of all of those. So they are Florida and kind of in a tight, not tight area, but in, certain areas in Florida. So we can close this, and deliveries on time, of course. Nobody would ever advertise, we're going to get your deliveries 3 days late, although they often do that. Employment. Let's see. You have to be 21, clean Florida driving record. Now, if you're moving into Florida from out of state, I would not let this deter you. You can, they probably will give you so long to get your Florida driver's license. You have to be able to drive a manual. That's interesting. Lift up to 50 pounds. So they offer health insurance, dental insurance, vision, 401k. This means this is a W-2 or employee type job. It's not an independent contractor. And that's why they're saying a manual shift, because they probably have trucks that are manual shifts. So we're going to eliminate this one because they're not doing independent contractors. Redline Express Courier. Oops, I did that wrong. Redline Express Courier. All right. Medical, air, cargo services. Let's see. Mobile notary, request a courier, approved courier, premier courier service. Let's see. Reviews. Again, we're going down to the bottom because it doesn't say anything. Careers down at the bottom. Let's see. As an independent contractor, you will learn the skills necessary for pharmaceuticals, lab specimens. So they're doing medical, biohazard, and much more. So you go to apply now and you fill this in. If you have questions, let's see if we can find the contact. This is probably their office hours. This is the sales email. Here is their phone number and their local phone number. And here, oh, this is, yeah, contact. This is for human resources, and for employment opportunities, they're going to send you back to the application. But you can call first and ask questions. That's what I always do. Faithful delivery services. Now, are they doing church deliveries, or are they all about getting it there reliably? So this is legal courier services, but it says if you click under services, medical, legal, senior transport, so that's people, like taking seniors to doctor's appointments and whatnot, and then custom is whatever you need. Here's their phone number. Here's their contact, but let's see if it says anything about Florida hospitals. So they're doing hospital type thing. It does not say anything about jobs. So email, and look, notice it's a person's name, Dan at fdsionline.com. That's a person. That's not like human resources or info. It's probably the owner of the company. So this tells me they're a little bit more personal. And you can call them as well. Courier Express. Hello, Tampa. You ask, we deliver. Main phone number. Could they make it any bigger? So healthcare, pharmaceuticals, home delivery, meals, medical, lab, retail, office products, auto parts, mail distribution, veterinary. They're doing lots and lots of different things. So, and since 1985, that's kind of good. They do on-demand, scheduled routes, dedicated service, same-day expedited freight, distribution, warehousing. A lot of these people do distribution, warehousing. That's where, let's say you have a company that doesn't have a large area to store things. So they'll get a truckload of things in, you will warehouse it for them, and then as they need supplies, you will bring them out, which is kind of a good deal, actually. So contact us. Oh, here are their locations. So check this out: North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee. And then national, they probably have contracts with national carriers. So they cover quite a bit. So again, if you're in any of these cities, they might be somebody to check out. Let's go to contact us. Phone number and sales and customer service. And independent contractors, contract now. Let's see. Contract and earn by delivering with Courier Express today. It does not say, oh, here's requirements. Have to be 18 plus, drive your own vehicle. Check it out: cars, minivans, sprinters, cargo vans, SUVs, or box trucks. You can have a wide variety of things. A 3-year motor vehicle report, no more than 3 violations in 3 years. 4 vehicles over 10,000 pounds. It doesn't say anything about smaller vehicles. Clean background check. At 10,000 pounds, it's probably going to be a box truck or bigger. Clean background check and drug screen, and what you need as far as auto insurance. And this is, most regular insurance policies are going to be this. So don't be scared by that. It's not a big deal. All right. I just thought of another video. Huh. Okay, let's see. Have any questions? Give us a call and they will be happy to assist you. So here's how you call them if you want to know. Isn't this great? They're like, call us. So here's Tampa, but if you're in any of these other cities, Atlanta, Marietta, Orlando, Pompano, coastal Carolina regions, Gulf South Coast, Mid-South region, North Georgia. I mean, check it out, all of these different places. So if you're in any of these cities, they would be somebody to check out. So I love how these, we're looking in Tampa and then we're going to look in St. Pete in a minute, but these really expand way beyond those areas. So it's just real cool. And I love how they give you a phone number to call if you have questions. I think that's great. I would call them just for that alone because I think they understand and they want to work with drivers. Reliable couriers. Let's see. Reliable Couriers, Tampa, Florida. Same-day delivery services. Here's their phone number. See what it says. This is one of those websites. We talked about this in other videos, how it's like they're all using the same template because it looks the same. How it works, what our customers say. Drivers want it. Apply today. They're always looking for diligent and hardworking drivers. Let's see. Here is their questionnaire and submit an application. We're going to also try to find contact in just a minute. So here's what they're doing: medical, remote office pickup, trade shows, pickup and deliveries. That's a good service. Next flight out, taking stuff to the airport, print and delivery. Okay, contact. Phone, email, and let's see when it says, okay, that just takes you back to here to apply. But you can certainly call them first. I'm thinking about applying. I had some questions, and then ask your questions. All right, we're going to do one more here, and then we're going to go over to St. Pete. Redline Express Courier. Reliable, fast medical courier, air courier, and cargo services. Okay. Let's see. Full service delivery and logistics provider. with a full range of standard services all the way up to complicated, customized, dedicated structures to meet your every delivery need. Okay, so hang on a minute. My computer's doing something wonky. All right. I think I fixed it for now. Let's see. Experienced professionals, quality customer service, local delivery, get in touch with us. Click here to call us. Let's see if we can find an actual phone number. I don't want my computer to start calling. There's also a chat box here in the bottom. Courier services, Couriers. Let's look at Couriers. Independent contractor, pharmaceuticals, lab specimens, biohazard waste, and more. So this looks very much like another one that we did, doesn't it? So you can do that. You can click apply now. Now let's also look at their contact us. Corporate headquarters. Here's their phone number. Here's their human resources. And you know what? Did we look at this already? I think we did. Here it is. Yep, Redline Express. We already looked at that. I thought it looked familiar. But I did want to show you something else down at the bottom. Subscribe to our newsletter. So if you were thinking about doing business with these people, but you weren't sure yet, you could subscribe to their newsletter and start getting an idea of more what they're all about. And even as an active courier, it's good if the company has a newsletter because it just keeps you like updated to what's going on. All right, let's do one more since Mike's Delivery Service, since that was a duplicate, does not have a website, but here's their phone number. They open at 9 a.m. Monday. Remember what I've said before, even if they're open 24/7, their office is probably open regular office hours, so don't try to call dispatch in the middle of the night and talk about courier jobs. Let's see. So you could call them and let's see what drop-off is. And this is going to be the last one for the Tampa area, and then we're going to do St. Pete. Same-day delivery, professional logistics. Let's see, fleet management. And I'm going through these quickly, but I would read through all the stuff to become familiar with the company. Plus, when you call them, you'll have, an idea of what to ask because you're going to know what we offer, how it works, the drop-off difference. Here we go, Couriers. They have a blog. They don't have a newsletter, but they have a blog, which again can get you information about the company. Let's see. 16 states. So there you have it. And we're going to go look at locations too. Core values. This is all about this. Delivery, benefits and perks. Insurance, time off, team events. This tells me this is about employees and not independent contractors. However, they do have a become a driver link, which we're going to click on in a minute. So I just wanted to talk about this. So a lot of companies, they have both. So they'll have employees working in their warehouse, working in their office, doing their dispatch, doing their sales. Those are all employees, but sometimes their drivers are independent contractors. And sometimes they have both. I do work for a company that has employee drivers, but they don't cover everything. So they have independent contractors like me to help fill in, right? So sometimes, and I haven't said this before, so sometimes unless you can figure out that it's really a employee driver job, it might be a combination of both. So let's check out their cities. Look at them all over the US. So are you in any of these locations? Here's a list by city, but these kind of, gives you a map of different places. They're not in my city. I'm down here in Cincinnati. They're not, but they're in Columbus, it looks like. And they're here in Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Texas. So they're all over the darn place. So again, if this is your city, then check them out. Okay, become a driver. Didn't mean to zoom in there. So let's see. If they have any Florida. Fort Myers, Naples, Fort Lauderdale. So these are the only ones right now. Now, it doesn't mean they're not going to have things coming up in Tampa. They might, so you can still give them a call. And let's look at show remote jobs only. And I'm not sure what they mean by remote. Probably there's no office there and they want you to work on your own. Okay, so this is independent contractors. Check this out. So professional delivery drivers, flexible hours, you decide when you can do it. It's paid by the delivery. Drive your own vehicle. They want you to have your own vehicle here, current driver's license, clean driving record. So they do have independent contractors as well as employee type things. So yeah, so you can do both, okay? All right, we're going to hop on over to St. Pete now and check them out. And we're going to do view all like we always do. And just looking at this, there's different ones than there are in Tampa. Now, some of them might have offices in both, but we're focusing now on St. Petersburg. Okay, assertive courier services. Hang on just 1 minute. I have to go turn the stove off. All right, sorry about that. I'm making a pot of chicken soup and I just kept thinking it needs to be turned off now. So, all right, Assertive Courier Services does not have a website. Here is their phone number and you can call and find out exactly what they do. When they don't have a website, I scroll down a little bit. They have one review and it was 5 stars. And it was from 2 years ago. So you can call them and see what's going on with them. Again, I don't discount somebody just because they don't have a website. The second one is pretty much the same listing. So it's the same company, same address. Or no, it's 2 different addresses. Let's see. I bet they just moved down the street because it's 3510-3110. So they probably just moved down the street. Okay, Bayside Courier also does not have a website. Here is their phone number. It says it's in University Village, and I don't see any reviews or anything, but you can call them out. DTB Courier, also, this is interesting, 3 for 3 with no website. There's their phone number, and you can give them a call and see what they're all about too. Red Fox Delivery, St. Petersburg and nearby. Now, so far, this is kind of interesting to me. These look like more local companies. Like the Tampa ones, we service 16 states. We go all around Florida. But St. Petersburg is a more close-knit community. So you're going to find smaller courier companies that probably just service the local area. But that could also be, there's probably some that run between Tampa and St. Pete or some other places. So it could give you it could give you a lot more stuff to look at. And sometimes small courier companies are in more need of drivers than big ones because, if a driver doesn't show up or gets sick or breaks down, it's the owner doing the work. Whereas with larger companies, they have a larger network of employees to pull from. So sometimes getting in with these smaller companies and then becoming a very valuable driver is going to keep you happy, and the company's going to be happy, and you could even make more money because they want to keep you happy. All right, so here's their phone number, but let's check out their website. Another note. Okay. Red Fox Delivery, Services, FAQ, Teamwork Contact, About Us. This is their customer service number. They cover all of Florida, it looks like. Pharmacy pickup and drop off, temperature controlled coolers, court filings, legal documentation, promotional deliveries for business and entertainment accounts. Instant quote. Here's their phone number again. We're going to go to Contact Us. I don't really like that. Let's go down to the bottom again. Here is an email, and again, it's a person's name. It's not just a contact or info. So you can address that person by name. And let's look at teamwork, because that might be about there you go. Inquire about employment opportunities. Drivers are subcontractors. Internal positions are W-2. See, I just talked about that a few minutes ago, how sometimes they have a mix of both employees and contractors. Oh, it looks like they didn't finish that page in their website. Let's see if this one works. Nope. So they didn't finish that page in their website. That's all right. I would just go to contact. Oh, wait, I didn't like that because it was only a form, and I was looking for, this is a contact for if you want something picked up. So I would just call this phone number or email that. What was her name? Rebecca? Email Rebecca. And real quick before we go, let's look at the FAQ. I don't see anything about how to be a driver. Sometimes it's in the FAQ though, so that is worth looking for. All right, Red Fox Medical, 727. Let's see if this is the same. Yeah, it's the same phone number, so it's the same company. Affordable Courier Solutions. And this is just a little business tip. I don't like to use the word affordable in a company name because to me it means cheap to the customer. I would rather, if I was going to put anything about price, which I generally don't in company names, but I would probably put something that sounded a little bit more snazzy, classy, and high-end. Because you don't want to be the bottom of the barrel company. Not that this company is. I'm not saying that. This is totally different. Just a business tip from somebody who's been in business for many, many years. All right. So now look, they are in Tampa Bay. And did we did not look at them in Tampa Bay. So they're probably farther down here somewhere and we just didn't find them. Okay, so here's their phone number. Here's their 800 number. They do medical transportation. That's like transporting people, probably. People back and forth to hospitals, doctor visits. You know, a lot of times you're dealing with wheelchairs or people who can't get around themselves. Courier services. Let's look at courier services. Let's see, express, rush, regular, standard, stat, courthouses, Probably do medical also. Inside delivery. Inside delivery means you're not just dropping it off at a dock, you're actually taking it to wherever it goes in the building. Storage, warehousing, process serving. Let's see. Recovery services, pickup, repackaging, and return. That's like if somebody needs to return something, or it could mean if something's getting repossessed. Not really sure about that. So let's go to contact us, and we're going to look at some other stuff too. So here's their contact information. Here's their phone number. Here is their email. Okay, now let's look at cities we serve. Clearwater, Tampa, St. Pete, Largo, Seminole, on and on and on. So a lot of different ones, all of Florida, but it doesn't look like they do other states. But if you're in Tampa, St. Pete, doesn't matter. You maybe don't want to do other states. So here's what they do. Oh, it's just like a menu thing. Okay, employment opportunities. Let's look at that. This is an application for employment, but it doesn't mean it's going to necessarily be just, you may not be a W-2 employee and you are using your own car. Look, wanted drivers in Hillsborough County with SUVs or vans. I'm not sure where Hillsborough County is, but if you're in that county in Florida, then maybe they would really, really like to talk to you right now. Okay, so there you go. That's another one to look at. Expert messengers. I just had another note that I had to write. Sorry about that. Okay. Deliver for us, but let's look at what they do. Same day service, statewide delivery company, so they're going all over Florida. Here's where they're based. I don't know how to say that. Pinellas, maybe? Throughout Florida, pharmaceutical, statewide on demand, storage, legal, light industrial, medical, airport. Okay, call us now for a price quote. So that would be their sales office. Let's see. Here's their 2 phone numbers. Here is an email. And let's see what deliver for us says. Independent contractors. Okay. They want you to carry your own commercial insurance. Again, talk to your insurance provider about that. Clean driving record, no violations within the past 3 years. Sometimes they don't count tickets, like a speeding ticket. Sometimes they do. You can ask them. Let's see. Negotiated rates means that you can negotiate for a better rate. Weekly settlements. Some companies, like I get paid every other week. Some pay once a month. These people pay weekly. You can provide services for other logistics companies. Yeah, as an independent contractor, you should be able to do that. However, some companies will want you to be exclusive. So that's another thing to look at. I'm going to write that one down too, because that's something important to talk about. Okay. Apply to deliver here, or you can call. Oh, this is for a price quote, but you could probably call that number and get through to the right person. Let's click here, and here is their, ooh, check it out. It's old school. You'd have to actually print it out and probably scan and email it in or fax it in. Wow. It's not like an online form. So, and that's 2 different pages. All right, so there is that one. I'm going to leave the main website up. EGS Courier and Logistics. Okay, that, no directions or anything, no website. There's their phone number. You can give them a call and see what they are all about. Family Pack and Ship. This looks to me, it says shipping service, but let's see if they have anything else. Yeah, shipping and packaging. So that's like a store that you go in and they'll take care of shipping out your package. So that's not what we want. L5 parcel services, directions, and it says logistics service, and they do not even have a phone number, so we're just going to skip them. Assertive courier service. We already did that one. They were up there twice. And let's just make sure. Oh, that is a different phone number and different address. This one's in Largo. So maybe worth a call to see if it's a different office of the same company or if it's a different company with the same name. St. Petersburg Auto Transport, they are transporting cars, a vehicle shipping agent, so probably not what we're looking for unless you're into shipping cars. Then you might. Let's see, Accurate is a trucking company. We Ship is a shipping service. FedEx, we know what they are. Shipping and mailing service. So the rest of these you can keep going down, but it looks like those are the main courier services that we found in St. Petersburg. So if you're in St. Petersburg, you're looking for something a little bit more local, this might be perfect for you. And some of them go all over the state. And then we also have all the ones that we found in Tampa. Now I'm going to do let's do this way. Courier Jobs, Tampa, Florida. And we're going to go to, oh, they don't have hundreds. They have 69 more jobs. So 69 plus 3 is 72 jobs. Some of them say like hundreds of jobs. So weekend medical courier, they want somebody to, let's see, probably do on-demand or scheduled deliveries on weekends. They probably have trouble finding weekend people. I didn't mean to do report this listing. I meant to do see more. There we go. Sorry. Independent contractor couriers, on-demand deliveries that originate in Tampa. Okay. This tells you the requirements, and it is Associated Couriers, LLC. Isn't that one of them that we found before? I thought that we saw maybe not, but I thought that we saw Associated before. So let's check them out. Right click, search Google for Associated Couriers, and this is saying they are nationwide. It's going to add the city and state. It's the same one as we found before. So Associated Couriers, they're looking for jobs, so we know that because we found them on a job search. And join our growing team. Contractor Opportunities. Really big words that I just didn't see. Okay. Car, pickup, minivan, SUV, cargo van, sprinter, box truck. That's what they're looking for. And it tells you to go to Open Force, which is like a job site, in order to apply. But you could also go to, this is for requesting service. This isn't for jobs. You could also call them and just ask. And they may still tell you to go through open source, but you can get a little bit more info doing it that way. And they also have a LinkedIn and a Facebook page where you can stalk them and find out more about what they do. GoPuff, that is an app, like a gig app. Let's see, Premier Value Express. They're highly selective. They staff the best drivers. This is a contract position, but they still have unusually low turnover. If that's true, that means they treat their drivers well and they probably pay well. Let's see. Lots of different variety of things. That looks interesting. I actually, if I was in Tampa, I would probably want to know more about them. Premier Value Express. Let's find them. They're saying all the right things, about what kind of drivers they're looking for. That's the kind of driver I am. I'm reliable. I go the extra mile. I have great customer service. All of these things. Premier Value Express, Tampa, Florida. Maybe it's the same as Premier Express. Premier Value Express. There we go. And okay, just to let you know, this could be a different company, even though the name is really similar. So make sure that you get the right company. Here's their actual phone number. We found that pretty easily. Directions, more. Let's see if they have here. They got a website. MapQuest to the rescue. All right. Rush, services, technology, positions. So, read this. Serious drivers will read before applying. Read all this. All right, because it's telling you some of the same things in the ad, but they want you to know that they are looking for top-notch drivers. Here is their online form. This is an older website. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Then you can also go, let's see what their uniform policy is, because we don't really see. We don't see that on most websites. So they want you to wear a uniform, which is okay. Many of the places I work with, you're at least wearing a shirt. Sometimes you have to wear a certain color of pants, or if you're me, you're wearing skirts in the summer. So that's fine. And what you need to find out from them is, do they provide uniforms, or do you have to buy them? Or do they provide a couple and you have to buy the rest? So it's okay if you're going to be working for a place long term, that's fine. But because it's an investment that it's tax deductible for one thing, I'm pretty sure. And for another thing, it does make you look more professional, and plus you don't get your regular clothes dirty. So I'm totally cool with uniforms. Okay, so contact. They have lots of different, let's see, Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island, Florida, another Connecticut. I'm thinking this is their main warehouse. Oh no, they're corporates in Tampa. They just have two different in Connecticut. Okay, so here are their phone numbers. I would call in the location that you're at and email them as well. All right, there you go. And like I said, I like that company. I think what they're saying about what their requirements are, the higher the requirements are as far as personality and professionalism, the better the company is in general, because they want you to do well, you're going to do well, they're going to do well too. Okay, so the last one we're going to look at as far as jobs. Let's see. So it's going to be your own car because they're asking for insurance. All right, what is this all about? Courier, Advent Health, but pick up, sort, and deliver various supplies. Okay, I don't know. I don't think you're packing orders here. I think you just have, 20 boxes and you have to decide which box goes where. I think that's what sort means. Maintain equipment and activity log, so they want records. Maintain facilities and clinical environments. In other words, pick up after yourself and keep, don't make a mess wherever you're working. Maintain tools and equipment. I'm not sure if that applies to drivers. That doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. Variety of courier and delivery duties, using a motor vehicle as necessary. Messages, mail, materials, supplies, and medications within hospitals and or clinics. So you could be an inside courier, meaning you're delivering things from within hospitals or doctor's offices. Another note. Gosh, I'm going to make a lot more videos. I got lots of notes here. Or an outside courier, which is pretty much just driving around delivering and picking up stuff. Okay, let's find Advent Health. Advent Health sounds to me like an actual hospital. Yeah, they're a care system. So I bet they are either hospital system or nursing care. Clinical research. They're a healthcare thing. I'm not sure exactly what they do. You can read more about this. I'm not going to read the whole darn thing right now. Okay, let's go. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's go back to the home page and careers. All right, and I didn't think that they would have drivers there. So it looks like you could probably contact them, but I don't know that they're going to know much about their courier jobs, but you can apply on LinkedIn. So you could go there, maybe find out more about what the opportunity is and do it that way. All right, let's do courier jobs, St. Petersburg, Florida. And see, this one says 100 plus, whereas Tampa only said 69, so that's interesting. Maybe that number doesn't really mean anything. Okay, US Pack Contracting. They're a nationwide company. They do a lot of different things. Let's see. Parts and script. So parts would be parts delivery to different types of maybe auto stores or different types of companies. Scripts is pharmacy delivery, usually to people's homes, sometimes to nursing homes, retirement communities, and hospitals also. Let's see. This is for both St. Petersburg and Tampa. They have routes. They also do on-demand stuff. Routes are a round trip. And what that means is that, let's say you start and you pick up at their warehouse and you have 10 deliveries, and then you're done, and at the end of the day you can go home. Well, they still pay you as if you're going back to the warehouse. You get that round trip mileage, whereas and they do pay by the mile. And there are other companies that like pay you to your last delivery, and then they don't pay you for the trip back. So there's pros and cons to that, but that's just a little explanation of what that means. On-demand pharmaceuticals are also available. And then you need a smartphone to meet customer scanning requirements. Let's see. Here's their website. GoUSPack.com. Employment opportunities, and they are pretty much all over the country. Nope, driver didn't work. So none of these say anything about drivers. Doesn't mean that there aren't any driver jobs. What was that? GoUSPack.com. Contractor opportunities right here. So we didn't want employment, we wanted contractor. So this is in Connecticut, and you can just, what I did was Control F on my keyboard to pull up the little search thing, and then I typed it in. So Florida, here is a Florida. You can go here to the next one. And here's the cities next to the state. I'm just kind of going through them. Okay, I did not see anything in Tampa or St. Petersburg. However, they're doing an ad for it, so just because it's not on the website doesn't mean anything. And you can apply through all of these different places. But you can also give them a call and see right here, driver opportunities. Perfect. Okay. GoPuff is an app. GoPuff has 3 ads. They must want people. Flower Hire. I think that is an app also. Let's look it up. And that's in St. Pete. Oh, it's cannabis. Flower Hire is about cannabis. So it doesn't really say anything about courier jobs. But, oh, notice they had an email or an email list. Yeah, you could sign up for that and find out more about their company. I'm sorry, I'm looking, so I'm like not finishing my sentences, and that's not very cool. So, headquarters, Manhattan Beach in New York. and you can send them a message, or here's an info, like a basic info thing. I would call one of these numbers and find out how to get a hold of the local office for possible courier or delivery type jobs. Oh, check it out. There's not even a phone number. Huh. What's going to work? Let's see. Sales, construction. It says delivery driver. I'm just looking right here. I'm just looking to see if there is. It doesn't say anything about how to get a hold of them, so I guess you have to go to LinkedIn and do it if you're interested in that. Get a job in less than an hour. Check this out. They don't want you to have a car that's older than 2014. So my car wouldn't qualify. My car is a 2011, even though it's in great shape. And I get that because sometimes older cars have mechanical issues or whatever, but I don't know. Or they're kind of beat up. My van would barely make it. It's a 2015. Let's see. Reliable vehicle capable of driving 60 to 120 miles a day. I would love to have a day where I only drove 120 miles. That just cracks me up. 4 open positions, paid per completed delivery, flexible, part-time, and full-time. So this is probably going to be an extra and only full-time during the holidays. And let's see. Absolutely Beautiful Flowers is flower deliveries. Let's check out their website. So this is basically flower delivery service. So they could keep you busy. They may not keep you very busy. I would probably not rely on this company for a full-time job, but possibly a part-time job. Okay, we're going to do one more. Here's another GoPuff. GoPuff is advertising everywhere. Courier, $15 minimum to start. Let's see. Tuesday to Saturday, 11:30 to 7:30. This is probably a W-2 or employer paycheck type job. You probably would be delivering or using their vehicles, so we don't care about them. Retail van delivery driver, Gordon Food Service, that's going to be their vans. Auto Parts, AutoZone, I believe they use their own cars. Pizza Hut delivery driver, if you want to do deliveries, that would be in your own car, and that's like a food delivery. So you could check them out. Store driver, Advanced Auto Parts. Let's see. So they want you to be in the store as well as driving, delivering parts to commercial customers. It doesn't say. Yeah, this is a regular job. Parcel van delivery. This is you're using your own vehicle. Let's see. Multiple customer stops, customer service. $16.53 an hour. Dental, vision, medical packages. So this is a W-2 employee. The only thing that was weird is it said drive your own vehicle. I wouldn't, unless they were giving me a heck of a great gas and mileage allowance, I wouldn't drive my own vehicle as an employee for $16.53 an hour. But that's just me. All right, we're going to end this here. We've been doing this for, gosh, about an hour. So that was Tampa and St. Petersburg. I hope that you got some really good information, some stuff that's going to help you find a job in that area, if that's what you're looking for. And we also got some great information on other cities and states because some of these companies are regional or even national, which is important if you're looking in different states. So yeah, so I think I have about 17 or 18 other job search videos up at this point. So if you are not in these areas, but you're looking for a career job, plus I kind of ramble, so I also talk about other related things throughout the videos. So they have good information, even though you may not be interested in the job search itself. So yeah, so that's it. I was happy to bring you Tampa and St. Petersburg, and I will see you on the road.